Welcome to Valheim, another early access crafting survival game in a sea of crafting survival sandbox games. This one in particular is made by Iron Gate AB, founded back in 2019 by a pair of Swedes, and it is published by Coffee Stain, who also published Corporate Ecosystem Exploitation Simulator, Starship Troopers but with dwarves, and their own IP, Tony Hawk's Goat Skater. Now I'm certain a good chunk of you rolled your eyes so hard at the phrase early access crafting survival sandbox game that you're about to puke on the floor. I know I did at first, what with how many survival sandbox games I've played. But then I took a look at it and was immediately grabbed by its aesthetic. The mix of lower res textures with the lighting effects made it look amazing, not to mention the Norse setting and theme really gave it its own identity. And with a 96% positive rating and already 2 million copies sold, I had to take a look. My monkey brain couldn't come up with a fucking Viking name at the time, so it's just like, alright, let's go caveman instead. I'm Unga Bunga now. Deer! Deer! Deer!
I just see someone
Spear!
running off into the distance screaming.
To summarize the plot, because it's not a totally aimless game where they just leave you to your sandbox to shit in and crayons to munch on, you are a fallen Viking warrior brought to the world of Valheim by the giant crow instead of being brought to the goddamn Firelink shrine. You're tasked with slaying the ancient rivals of Odin because his ass was too lazy to do it himself. Do that and you earn your way into Valhalla. Easy enough, right? Wrong! You've lost so many IQ points that you'd be lucky to remember what a door looks like, let alone build one. So you have to go around collecting materials and remembering what kind of shit it makes. Wood? Oh right, I can fashion this into a club to cave that boar's skull in. Then I can mount it on the wall of my shack as I die of smoke inhalation because I forgot what a chimney is. And that's the first mechanic there, the crafting. There's a few things you can build by hand, but the majority of stuff you will have to make a workbench for, that you'll slowly upgrade and learn more recipes with it as you progress. You craft the majority of tools and armor at this workbench, but you can also upgrade and repair them there, which, I gotta say, I love spamming the repair button because it just sounds like I'm beating a rock on all my equipment like a caveman, and that's somehow magically fixing it. Up next, we have the building. You bust out your trusty Fix-It Felix hammer and get to work constructing either a rinky-dink rundown shack or a meat hall that's so damn good you'll have the people from Valhalla wishing they were in Valheim instead. But it's not as simple as slapping a bunch of walls and floors together. No, you actually have structural integrity to worry about. Support beams will be necessary for a large house, and if you're foolish like me, you might think putting your first house over a river is a good idea. You too will probably learn the hard way that durability degradation is a thing, and if you don't want half your shack falling into the water like a crumbling sandcastle, you'll have to repair all the waterlogged beams every other day. The next thing you'll have to worry about is food. Oh god damn it, is this another survival game where I have hunger and thirst bars to manage? You sit down and shut the fuck up, I was not done talking. This hunger system is something I actually like compared to other survival games where it's just a bar going down that'll kill you if you ignore it. In Valheim, eating is more so considered optional than anything else. You can go days without eating and the game won't punish you for it, save for any tough enemy clapping your cheeks. Rather, it rewards you for eating by giving you buffs to health regen, stamina, and maximum health. Take a look, survival games, here's how not to annoy your players with a hunger system. The better the food, the better the stats. You could simply eat a mushroom and a raspberry to double your current health and add a bit of stamina, or kill some wildlife, cook their meats in a stew, and suddenly you're built like a brick shithouse that can run a marathon across the plains. Which brings me to the next mechanic in the game, skills. You got 15 of them in the game, they all start out at 0, but you level them up as you do the activities listed. Level up your axes by embedding them in the skull of your enemies, level up blocking by interposing a piece of wood between that monster's claws and your bearded face. Level up bows by raining hellfire down on that deer that just keeps dodging and weaving you. Level up gloves by tenderizing your meal. Level up jump by playing a good old round of hopscotch. Level up knives by shanking the biggest bitch in the yard. Level up pickaxes by breaking rocks like you're a prison chain gang doing 30 years to life for the homicide you committed. You get the idea. The higher level your skill, the better you are at doing it, the less stamina you consume. I like to level up my wood cutting so that I can better chop down every tree in existence because I've been crushed by them one too many times for it to be a coincidence. I'm on to you bastards, I know you're working with the Grey Dwarves to kill me. Well, as you all know, it is our God-given right as human beings to completely destroy the planet, and through the Elder's power of fuck you trees, I can do just that. Take that, nature. I know your every move. I've been stalking these trees, been seeing where they go, when they shit.
Tree shit?
Yes, they do. What the fuck did you think those pine cones were?
You mean the ones I've been eating?
Bruh, these are some sick fucking trees. They've been enjoying that. I'm gonna show them what for, playing tree dominoes out in here. And now it's looking like a fucking Jenga aftermath. Valheim is deceptively small. It's only when you zoom out you realize, holy shit, that is a lot of map. Over 300 square kilometers of procedurally generated land, mountain, river, lake, and ocean to hop, skip, swim, and sail through with up to 9 other friends. Or by yourself if you're too much of a Chad like me to have friends to play with. Though if you do have friends, build a town with your friends and defend it from occasional hordes of sieging monsters. This isn't getting high on peyote, this is anal sex. Getting high on peyote? Oh god, what the fuck? Get back here and take your lickings.
No, don't hit the beehives.
And the monsters. They're not really anything special when it comes to the AI, but their designs are good, and the bosses, oh the bosses. These 5 guys are quite the powerhouses, ready to kick your shit in if you're unprepared. I found myself dodge rolling away from these guys like they were bosses from fucking Dark Souls. And some of the weapons I brought felt more like I was inconveniencing them rather than doing real damage. Current bosses are as follows. Eikthyr, a 28-point lightning buck. The Elder, the Lorax who is done with your shit and taking matters into his own hands. Bone Mass, if Slimer had a baby with Gravelord Nito. Motor, congratulations, you are now in Skyrim. Todd Howard, you did it again, you son of a bitch. Yoggoth, like, no joke here, this is just High Lord Wolnir from Dark Souls 3. God, I have a lot of Dark Souls references in this video. They have a lot planned for future developments, but I gotta say, it's already worth the $20 to pick this up. There's been early access titles with far less polish and features than this, and I can say for certain that this game deserves the attention it's getting, and I'd recommend checking it out yourself. And yeah, that's about it. What are some of your favorite moments in this game? Leave a comment below. Like, comment, subscribe, all that jazz, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care.